Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. My name's Jeff, and this is Brickscale Studio. So today I wanted to give you a progress report of where we're at with the DeLorean build. We've completed 4 episodes so far, so that brings us up to 16 issues of the part work and 56 steps of the Lego build. And as I stated in the end of episode 4, for the Fanhome part work build, we've completed 133 steps using 120 parts. And for the Lego build, we have completed 137 steps and used 366 parts. One thing that's kind of interesting is we're completing about the same amount of steps between the Fanhome and the Lego, but for Lego, we're using way more parts. Well, so it'll be interesting to see as we go along if that will continue to be the case or if Fanhome will catch up. I guess we'll just have to see. So let's get into the video and let's see where we're at. So here we are. This is where we stand after doing 4 episodes of Lego versus Fanhome. So we've done 16 issues of the Fanhome model. We've done 4 issues per episode, and we've done 56 steps in the Lego DeLorean, which is 14 steps per episode. So this is where we're at. So for the Fanhome DeLorean, it's a lot easier to show you sort of step by step where we're at. So in issue 1, we did the back bumper, and then we moved into issue 2, where we completed the taillights. We then moved into fender with some trim elements. We have the plutonium reactor, the Mr. Fusion. We have 4 tires. And then we moved on to the frame where we built our right and left front suspension and our right and left rear suspension. And then in our last episode, we worked on the transmission. And in the next episode, we will be starting to work on the engine. So for the Lego version, I'm just going to move our DeLorean parts over so we can look at this a little more close. Okay. So we've been working on our base, which has had a lot of Technic pieces. And we have this mechanism under here, which is giving us some movement on these gears. And then in the last few steps, we worked on this little build that's going to attach here somewhere. And I imagine that these gears are going to match up with these gears. Something like this. And this is all going to match up, and then again, I imagine this has to do with the wheels rotating for hover mode or drive mode, and we already have that in our DeLorean. As part of the suspension, we have the wheel, and that is this mechanism here. So this will allow the wheels to go from drive to hover mode. So we're starting to see a little sort of synchronicity with the builds here, although in just looking at everything, it's clear that this looks more like a car, like we're building a car, and the Lego version, not so much, but it will get there. Trust the process. I didn't think that we would see any sort of, like I said, with the the hovering wheel mechanism, we have that in place on both models already, at least for two of the wheels for the Lego version. We've got all four for the Fanhome version, but I really didn't think we would see any of this like synchronicity until much later on, just knowing from building Lego cars in the past how they go together typically. So it's interesting to see that yes, we've already got some matching components here, um, but we have a long way to go. Obviously, we have four wheels for the Fanhome. We have no wheels yet for the Lego. We've got a fender. We've got a bumper. We do have a frame. So, this part is good here. We've got this is all kind of matching, but this not so much. But to be fair, with the DeLorean build, we built this and this, the bumper and the fender very early on, and we're not going to use these parts for until way further down the line. So it just kind of, I think they give you these in the beginning to kind of whet your appetite for the build. Because yeah, these are going to be some of the last components that we put on. One thing to keep in mind is these are two very different build styles. With Lego, you get all the parts, so you can build the model in one sitting if you want. But with part work, you're only getting 4 part packs per month. So, of course, they're going to give you something in the very beginning that's going to get you excited about the build. And for this one, it is this iconic back bumper with the license plate and the tail lights. And we will not be seeing this again for quite some time. Whereas the Lego model, we just keep adding to, adding to, adding to. So it'll be interesting. So stay tuned for the next upcoming episodes. I believe if I did my math correctly, there will be 30 total build episodes, and then a few more on top of that in the series for episodes like this, for these like progress report videos. But with that, I will say until next time, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.